Fish on.
Really nice looking fish.
Woo! I love it.
That's a hog.
Woo! Oh yeah, bring him up to me. It's a nice fish.
Nice job. That is a tank. Nice job, you two.
Lund Boats proudly presents the ultimate fishing experience. This week on Lund's The Ultimate Fishing Experience, we're off to the Ultimate Fishing Camp. Whether you're just starting out or have fished for decades, the more you know, the more successful of an angler you'll become. Everything from understanding the nature of the fish you're after, its seasonal movements, preferred habitat and forage, to all the presentations available to catch them. So much to learn, so little time. One way of speeding up the learning process is to spend time on the water with professional anglers who have devoted their lives to the pursuit of everything that swims. Sharing even a small amount of that hard-earned expertise is priceless. That's what this camp is all about. So pack your bags, your rod and reel, and your eagerness to learn, because it's off to camp you go.
Welcome to the Ultimate Fishing Camp. Over the course of the next 3 days, participants are going to spend time fishing and learning from Lund Pro Staff. Everything from tactics, presentations, fine-tuning electronics, and most importantly, having a bunch of fun, catching fish, and learn a few things along the way. First up, let's join Jeff Anderson at these live bait rigging and slip bobbering for walleyes.
Hey guys, Jeff Anderson here. I'm a Lund Fishing Pro. We're up at the Lund Ultimate Fishing Camp hosted with our guide group, Leisure Outdoor Adventures, and this is our 6th year of doing this. It's just a tremendous event to where you get a chance to spend, 4 hours in the morning with the Lund Pro and 4 hours in the evening with the Lund Pro, and it's just a tremendous experience to come up and learn how to catch fish on a variety of ways. We have Ted Takasaki pulling spinners. You have Perry Good pitching jigs. Today we're rigging and we're pitching slip bobbers. Tons of different ways to catch walleyes on Leech Lake. Bass fishing, pike fishing, Billy Rosner, James Linder. I mean, it goes on and on. And I have Chris and Gary in the boat with me today, and we're just out here trying to catch a big walleye using our electronics, and that's the whole point of the Ultimate Fish Camp, is not necessarily to go out on a guide trip like I do almost every day and to go catch our limit of walleyes. It's to look at our graphs, see a rock pile, mark a fish, and then drop a bait down and try to catch them. So that's what we're intending to do today. When we're rigging deeper fish on structure, what I have here is, this is my 2D, this is my down imaging, this is my side imaging, and then just a longer history down imaging. You can see this pile of bait that's coming through here. And then I just use my mapping on the right side. It's just a tremendous way to gather a bunch of information in this fashion. And I can see the fish, I can mark them, and we can drive over them. If I go to, fishing shallower, what I'll do is I'll go to this view where it's all side imaging, and then I can see out, 100 feet to the right, 100 feet to the left, and we can mark them on the side. Deeper water fishing, when I'm saying deeper, 16 to 25 feet, I like to use this view a lot more. And that's what we're looking for right there. Beautiful walleye marks, just swimming down there. Okay, Gary, we're gonna switch up. We're just gonna give them a slip bobber float. See if we can't get them to bite that instead. This is called the drive and drop. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drive over them. We'll hit our spot lock on the Altera, and then we'll put the slip bobber down. Look at that guy right there. And they get about 1 minute. If it doesn't go down, we keep going. Sun is coming out.
You like to put it probably about a foot above
What were you marking them? To let them come up?
Your tendency is you think you need to be right in their face. And I have found the higher the leech is, the more effective it is.
They come up.
They love to come up and eat it. Gary, your bobber go down?
Here, he just moved down probably about ½ an inch there.
All right, boys, get ready.
Oh, there we go, I'm down.
All right.
Gonna give him 10 seconds.
Give it to him.
He's on.
Atta baby.
Let's have some shoulders.
Okay, good. That was a fun little tactic change. Let's see if we got it. Oh yeah, you got your keeper.
We got an eater. I'll back up a little bit for you.
Nice
There
job.
you go, beautiful.
That's really cool, and that's exactly what this fish camp is all about. Is we went over these fish several times with a rig, and it's just beautiful, beautiful marks. And we didn't get them to bite, and so we switched up, put a little slip bobber on, and the 1, 2, and the hee-hee-haw.
Boom.
Boom. That is a perfect leech lake keeper right there.
Yeah, so I've been here a few times now, and every time I fish with a different guide, I learn so much, right? You learn so many techniques, have a great time, and it's a lot of camaraderie and telling stories and fish stories and talk about life, but you just learn great techniques.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
Next up, let's hop in the boat with Ted Takasaki as he teaches us about bottom bouncers, planer boards, and 4-wheel driving for walleyes.
If there was one walleye lure I'd take anywhere in the country, it'd be one of these spinners and a bottom bouncer. What we're gonna do here is right to the very tip of the nose. Okay, just like that. And then here the crawler needs to be straight with a little, and then the line needs to have just a little bit of a little slack in it. So you can see here when that crawler stretches out. Okay. Now when it comes to putting the lure in the water, I always want to make sure that that spinner blade is spinning. All right. Okay, hits right about 35 feet. I'm gonna let it drop once. I'm gonna hold on to the spool, let it drop again. So it's gonna be about 40 feet out. We're gonna run these. Now I'm gonna put this on a board. I'm gonna run this board up on that little bit shallower water, and I'm gonna spread these line a little bit. These are inline planer boards, offshore inline planer boards. Got a little clip here. I'm gonna clip that right in that, right in that clip. The line's gonna go in there, and then back here. What happens when that fish hits? It's gonna move that. Yep, drop the flag down, exactly.
Well, I've never fished with a planer board.
Well, this is the first time.
There you go.
Yep. Well, that's what you come to the school for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what I'm doing here is I'm pushing with the rear kicker motor, and I'm pulling with my electric bow-mounted trolling motor up front. What that allows me to do, it allows me to stay right on the brake line and at the depth that I want to stay at. It's kind of like driving a vehicle in 4-wheel drive, where if I'm trying to turn and follow a brake line, especially if you have wind, and it blows me off that brake line at a specific depth I want to be on, then I'm able to turn that boat, adjust real quick with the bow, and then I stay right on that brake line. I can continuously make adjustments based upon the map, and you can see here, it's super, super accurate. And this 4-wheel drive trolling is definitely the way to go. There's a beautiful mark right there. That there is a fish. Just gotta hope we can entice them to bite. Fish. Nice and easy.
I don't know if it's a fish or if I'm on a snake. No, that's a fish.
All right, nice and easy. No quick movements.
Doing some head shaking.
Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. All right, nice and easy. Bring them up slow. Okay, lift up.
Ooh, he went something there.
Got him.
Ah, yes! All right.
Nice. What's your biggest walleye?
Oh, 24.
Oh, that might get there. It's close. Nice fish. Way to go. Yeah, baby. All right.
Man, look at that.
Look at that. Okay, hold them right underneath. That's the like little hold, and then put your hand around there.
Look at that baby.
That's what the students are here for, right?
Good doggy. Boy,
That's
you
a
did good
beauty.
tonight.
Oh yeah.
Turn loose.
Sure.
Ah-ha! That's what I came for. Yes, sir. Thanks, Ted.
You betcha.
Now let's join Billy Rosner so you can learn about some strategies on how to chase down northern pike.
Nice job. Nice job. Really feisty one. A largemouth. Yeah, nice. That's one fun thing about doing this, what we're doing, these weed beds.
Yep.
You catch a bunch of stuff. You might catch a walleye doing that. This is a nice largemouth. Nice job, man. Nice fish. You really whacked it hard. You want to hold him? Yeah, right here we're going past a really nice, this little circle of cabbage weed right here. Little fish jungle right there. Bait fish like to sneak in there to hide, and there's probably a pike or two in there. Might be a muskie hanging off to the side of it. So yeah, you just, you bring it in, and you get it like that, where you have control over it. See how I have my knees down?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, and you don't have to be afraid. I mean, you can go way down and work it,
Yep.
Like I said, I've done this for well over a minute sometimes where I'm just about ready to give up. I'm tired, and boom, he hits it.
Cool.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Got him? Nice. Nice job.
Oh, right there. Look at that. Did you see that?
Oh, that's a muskie. Throw it out there. I saw the back. Yep, that was a muskie here.
Holy.
That's a little nicer one. Yep, let's keep him down in the water there. Yeah, it's a respectable one there. Yeah, if we're looking for a nice pike for dinner tonight, this would be a perfect one right here. Really a pretty pike, nice chunky one. And like I was saying before, they're in this stuff. There's schools of perch in here and crayfish and other little minnows. And it's funny, you can go down a big area like this and not get into anything, but these fish are kind of hung up, I think, in like a couple 100-yard area here. Because you move out of this area, you're not getting bit. And our moon is still up, and he just caught this one, and his daughter just saw a really nice muskie right over here. So there's our opportunity right here that's going to be gone pretty quick. So it's kind of cool when you see all this unfold. I gotta get a real look, but I guess it'll. Sorry, man.
I saw mine come to the surface and
I'm like,
down, and I'm going, that's not a must.
There's too much going on.
I knew that
I
wasn't
thought you were gonna say I got one too. That was funny. Was he behind yours, or what
He
was
followed it up. He wasn't right behind it.
No,
but
I
he
almost
followed
think
it
I think
to
he
the
might
side
have.
of it.
I think he might have saw the boat.
Yeah.
And then he stayed back. But you said something. I looked. I'm like, oh, he had a big old tail.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Yep. Nice. Nice job. Yep. Just keep him in the water. Whoa. That's okay. Yeah. You just. The pike, you want to just kind of keep your rod tip down, keep in the water. But that was cool. We got to see it. Yeah, it was really cool. That was cool.
Yeah, it was right there. But watched it bite. Yep.
Nice.
That's what it looks like.
We got. Yep, another bass. Keep them in the water. Yep. Yeah, nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll pass them off to you quick. Here you go. You're up over here. Dad's tearing it up on
I
that
know.
side of the boat.
Alright, come on, Abby.
Yeah, she's holding out for. We still got a little opportunity with the moon being up. We're gonna go sit down. We're probably gonna throw the net on that one. Keep it down. Keep it down.
Yep.
And let them jump. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Good job. Let a little line out.
Yep.
A little line.
There we go.
Yeah. And then here, have your dad help you put that on. Yep, right there, and then squeeze really, really hard. He's gonna wanna wiggle, but just squeeze hard. Hard, hard, hard. Got him?
Yep, I think.
Yep, and then this, hold.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I'll get out of the way.
Ready? Ooh.
And she starts hollering, I look over there like this. all I saw was the back of his tail. His tail was about like that.
Good job, sweetheart.
And he got it all in cabinets. Funny.
That was a good one.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
He bit, and then he bit again, and then one more time.
I know, but you did an awesome job. You're learning.
Oh, yeah.
You're out fishing your dad today. Awesome
yeah.
day.
Up next, let's hop in the boat with Ryan DeShane as he dives deep into how to use your electronics to find bass and panfish.
So gentlemen, kind of a unique scenario here. I was out on this lake a couple weeks ago and first time on the water. And the first thing I usually do on a lake is I'm gonna look at my lake map, see what kind of structures are on the lake. And then my goal was bass fishing. So the first thing I did is go look for main lake structures. We're in the summertime and bass and bluegill are gonna be offshore using weed beds. And this big main lake structure looked really excellent to me. You can see there's some waypoints here. And what I like to do is start out with my side imaging to quickly break down the water. I used mapping to get me to a main lake structure, side imaging to now define that structure and see what's on it. So I can see we're coming into some weeds. And what I discovered was deep bluegill beds. And those deep bluegill beds are really productive spots for both bluegill, mid-late summer, as well as largemouth bass that are feeding on the bluegill. We're well past the spawn, but the fish still like to use these areas because they're holes in the weeds, if you will. We got a ton of weeds up here. Here's a bluegill bed developing, roughly 35 feet off to our left. And you can see it goes to a harder bottom and the weeds are not there. So what I'm gonna do is simply use my finger, touch the screen, drop a waypoint, and that waypoint will have referenced up front on that front fish finder. Here's another bluegill bed between 48 and 72 feet. Same thing, I'm just going to drop a waypoint on that bluegill bed. And then we're gonna get on the bow, drop the trolling motor. We'll have 360 imaging up there, and that bluegill bed's gonna show up just like that so we can cast directly to it and hopefully get on some fish. So we've dropped the bow mount trolling motor. Fish finders are on, 360's doing its job, and I'm liking what I'm seeing here. We're just downwind of these big bluegill beds, and I like doing that for boat control. It allows my trolling motor to be oriented, looking in the direction that I wanna fish. So if I cast anywhere between 40 to 60 feet out at that 1 o'clock, I'm gonna be putting my bait right there in that bluegill colony. We're gonna start out fishing that one right now.
There you go.
Nice fish.
Very nice. It's fairly simple fishing when you can sit and stare at a monitor like that, and those waypoints are marked and you can look down and, pinpoint where the fish are and how far they are out and just make simple casts out to them.
The nice thing with this unit is there's my boat, and this is oriented at the 12 o'clock, so I know where things are at relative to me. If I look around here, within that 20-foot circle, I have beds pretty much 360 degrees, and that simply means that we're parked in the middle of this gravelly bluegill colony out surrounded by weeds. We've caught largemouth out here, we're catching a lot of quality bluegill, and sometimes these fish are pretty cooperative where you can just spot lock right on top of them, and Al's dropping off the side of the boat. Mike and I are casting out to some of these different areas searching for fresh fish, but that's the situation. Ooh, there we go. Well, that's probably a bass. It's pretty fun in this ultralight gear. It's a nice little bonus when you get a bucket. But that's the thing with these bluegill bed areas, there's just a lot of food around. You think about little, young of the year, and then you got bluegill of all sizes. It's just a dinner table for largemouth bass as well. So these are just productive areas. well beyond the spawn all summer. Nice ambush edge for the largemouth to feed on bluegill. You know, not a giant fish, but on light gear like this, that's a lot of fun. Be able to catch bluegill, crappie, largemouth. The drop shot does it all. The key thing is putting it where the fish are, and seeing where these beds are and putting a drop shot on them is very high percentage fishing. It's gonna get you bit.
There you go. These fish are,
nice. That's a big one.
right, these fish are
like nice bluegill. Nice run of gills. Oop, you got one, Al. Nice one. Just beautiful, that orange belly. Yeah, who doesn't love a big sunny? Little 16th ounce tungsten jig with a plastic, and then we've been kind of playing around with tipping a waxworm on there. Beautiful fish. Ooh, looks like a good one too. Another big one. Beautiful. Look at that one. It's a great fish. Nice, pretty male.
Oh, they're biting great. Look how big these things are. They're good fighters. They like swimming sideways. And
I just bring my ice fishing box with me all summer. And I just keep it in the boat. That's a little ice fishing jig, and they work well. Ooh, there we go. Nice. That was a good bite. This is the Al show. Nice one too, Al. Another big one. I like it as much as I did when I was a kid. I mean, some people just like big fish, but
no way. Fabulous, right? Everybody's ultra, you know, super nice, very informative, and they dumb it down enough, you know, so you can understand a lot of this stuff. And, you know, it's something that you just bring back, and if you use a portion of it, you're going to increase your odds.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out lundboats.com or these other online outlets.